First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
To throw on third down. Diggs escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Operating from the gun, Diggs. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw on second down, Diggs. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
You got nothing. You got to go in and out. Let's go. Easy. You go tight.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. On the counter, Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up
Wilson.
And 8.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
With no score.
Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain
on that play. It was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Ricky. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 51 to Mike, boy. 51, 14.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Complete.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Off the play fake. Diggs sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
San Francisco.
Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Seahawks nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
15-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he works free. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Wilson will throw again. That one is caught by Hunt. Past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him, and he's got it at the 15. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and goal. Wilson forced out to his left. He'll run it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is out of bounds here. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And the penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The kick CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? Or, I guess, pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Diggs going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Diggs. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the Niners' 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st and 10, Diggs sets up the screen to Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Diggs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, Diggs. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
It is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Seahawks 17, 49ers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up at the
Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Here's Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
1 yard is the gain. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Hunt. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down. This is Hunt. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
49ers 14.
Let's go. 36 power.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first. To their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Reception here by Ruggs. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On On second down, it's Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
Man, I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Buying time to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Complete to Melvin.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Diggs, a slant to Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Operating from the gun. Diggs steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw on 2nd down. Diggs. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's
on 3rd down, Diggs. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Quentin Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Daryl Patterson on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Check, check. Lucky. Under 10. 14. Touch 50.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Patterson on the carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.